Good morning, students. Today I am going to teach you English literature lesson second, second का second part and third part. Okay. Velu follows his friend through the crowded street to a big building. Behind the building there is a big garbage bin. Velu wondered why there at all. He caught up with a girl as she was leaving the station. When they got to the road, Velu found that the vehicles kept coming and never stopped for anyone. Smoke and dust flew at him from all sides, making his head spin. They had to wait for a long time before they could find a gap to run through. Velu kept hesitating and the girl finally dashed him to other side. What do you think you are doing? Grazing cows. If you stand around in the middle of the road like that, you will be chutney. Velu's heart was still beating fast. He looked back at Central Station and traffic speeding by. How had they managed to come through that? They walked along the side of the road and under some huge signboards. Velu looked up the pictures. Banyan's car, tires, pens, and a woman holding a box. The writing was all in English, so he didn't know what it meant. The girl turned into a white bridge and walked up. Velu stopped and peeped over the railing. Under him the road ran into the city. In the distance he could see huge buildings and towers and more roads. See that big building with a wall around it? If you are not careful, you will soon be counting bars there. The girl grinned and pointed at a huge building. Velu squinted and read the Tamil sign Central Jail. Central Jail. I haven't done I haven't done anything wrong? You don't have to do anything, just don't get caught. That's all. What does the what does she mean? Velu wondered. Meanwhile the girl was already heading down the bridge with the sack on her shoulder. What was in it? He had seen her putting plastic cups into it at the station. What are you carrying in that bag? Things, bottles, papers. Well wondered what what she was doing with them. But he felt shy to ask any more questions. It was still morning, but the sun plastered down on the tar and the Velu's bare feet burned. It was not like walking on a mud road. He was soaked with sweat. He tried hard to walk in the shade and keep up with the girl at the same time. She walked really fast. How far away was the food? After almost an hour of walking, they stopped in front of a big building, Shri Rajeshwari Prasanna Kalyana Mandapam. Read Velu slowly. A sign with letters made of a flower said Groom J.V. Vingyan. Bride Rani. Velu started at the big car parked outside. One the One of the car had a flower garland and roses stepped into it. The girl looked around, pulled one off quickly and stuck it in her hair. Come on, she said. Are we going to eat here? Asked Velu, looking at the huge hill and the people inside. Hopes, said the girl, shaking her thumb under the nose. She led him behind the hall. There was a big garbage bin overflowing with rubbish. Two goats were standing on the pile, fighting for a banana leaf. A cloud of flies buzzed around their legs. There was a rotten smell in the air. The girl picked up a squishy banana and held it out to Velu. Here's your food. Velu was shocked. Are we going to eat their leftovers? Chee, what do you think I am? A dog? I only take untouched food. Here's some more. catch, she threw him a vada. Velu looked at it with distaste. Come on, hero, eat it. You think I like it? I told you I find you something to eat. Don't think I have money to buy food for you. You had better eat what you get until you have your own money. Okay, Velu hesitated, but his stomach squeezed him again. He gulped down the banana and vada. His stomach felt better immediately. He could have eaten at least 10 times more, but the girl could find only one more banana, which she ate herself. It's too early. They have only eaten tiffin. If you are still hungry, you will have to wait for them to finish lunch. You can wait if you want. I have to work. I am going. She picked up a couple of bottles from the heap and threw it into her sack. Then she walked off. Velu panicked. He realized that if the girl left him, he had no idea where he was and what to do. It was better to stick to her. She seemed to know her way around. He ran after her again. I, he called. He did not even know the girl's name. What is your name? He asked, hurrying behind her. She stopped and turned around. Oh, so you have been following me around without even knowing my name? Jaya, I am not following you. What then? Who get you food? Can I come with you? Where are you going? Come if you want. This bag is full. I have to go home to another one. ओके यानी ये जो स्टोरी चल रही है इसमें चिल्ड्रन एट वर्क गीता वुल्फ की एक ये जो कहानी है चिल्ड्रन एट वर्क गीता वुल्फ की एक सेंसिबल कहानी है जो कि घर से भागे हुए बच्चों के रहने पर केंद्रित है। ओके इस कहानी में वेलू नाम का एक लड़का है जो कि 11 साल का छोटा लड़का है जिसके पिता शराबी हैं। उसके पिता उन्हें और उनकी बहन को मारते थे। उनके द्वारा कमाए गए पैसों को छीन लेते थे। वेलू प्रतिदिन की मार से तंग होकर घर से भागने का फैसला किया। वह पूरे दिन किन्नौर यानी तमिलनाडु का एक जिला में ठहरा और बाद में कन्याकुमारी एक्सप्रेस में सवार हो गया। कन्याकुमारी एक्सप्रेस उन्हें चेन्नई सेंट्रल स्टेशन ले आई। ओके यानी और वहाँ पर क्या हुआ चेन्नई सेंट्रल स्टेशन एक बहुत बड़ा स्टेशन है। वेलू वहाँ पहुँचते ही वेलू ने देखा कि चारों तरफ लोग अपने सूटकेस उठाए भागे जा रहे हैं। एक लाउडस्पीकर चिल्ला चिल्लाकर ट्रेनों की घोषणा कर रहा है, ट्रेनों के बारे में कुछ बता रहा है। कुछ लोग एक बड़ी टीवी स्क्रीन देख रहे हैं। कुछ प्लेटफॉर्म पर बैठे हुए हैं। वेलू एक अनारक्षित डिब्बे में है ना जो कि आरक्षित नहीं था है ना गेट के पास बैठकर चेन्नई आया था। रास्ते में लोगों के एक समूह ने पूरी रात ताश खेला और चिल्लाते रहे थे। रात भर न सोने से वेलू बहुत कमज़ोर महसूस कर रहा था। उसके पैर कांप रहे थे। वेलू एक नई जगह में बिल्कुल अकेला महसूस कर रहा था। वो एक बेंच पर बैठ गया। ओके वेलू एक बेंच पर बैठ गया। प्लेटफॉर्म पर एक जया नाम की कचरा बीनने वाली छोटी लड़की ने उसे देखा, उससे बात की। प्रारंभ में वेलू अनिच्छुक था क्योंकि वह उसके लिए एक अजनबी थी। जया ने उसे बताया कि वह उसके भोजन की व्यवस्था कर सकती है। वेलू के पास उसके अलावा कोई चारा नहीं था। वेलू उसके पीछे गया। जया उसे व्यस्त ट्रैफिक और धूल से भरी सड़कों पर ले गई। वेलू इतनी सारी गाड़ियों से भयभीत था। रास्ते में एक केंद्रीय जेल उसके पास आया। जया ने उसे पुलिस की चेतावनी दी क्योंकि पुलिस वाला कचरा बीनने वालों को अच्छा नहीं समझते हैं। ओके अंत में वे एक मैरिज हॉल में पहुंचे। वहाँ एक बड़े कचरे का ढेर रखा हुआ था। जया को वहाँ 2 केले और एक बड़ा मिला। उसने एक केला और बड़ा वेलू को दिया। वेलू कचड़े में फेंके गए खाने को खाने से हिचक रहा था लेकिन वह भूखा था और कोई दूसरा विकल्प ही नहीं था। ओके थर्ड पार्ट ऑफ दिस लेसन देयर इज ए रो ऑफ हट्स न्यूज There is a row of huts near some dirty puddles. Outside one of the huts, and Jaya dumps her sack, grateful to his friends. Velu thinks of the days ahead. Jay and Velu walked along the roads for half an hour until they came to a bridge across a dirty trickle of water. We are in Triplicane. Now see that's Buckingham Canal, said Jaya. Okay, Velu stirred. This was a canal. Near some puddles of water was a row of the strangest huts he had ever seen. They were built out of all sorts of things: metal sheets, tires, bricks, wood, and plastic. They stood crookedly and looked as if they would fall any moment. They moment. Okay, is this where you live? These houses are strange, said Velu. In our village, the houses are made of mud and palm leaves. Jaya went around to one of the huts and dumped her sack outside. Then she picked up an empty one. Let's go. She turned to Velu and gave him a shove. At least help me now. Here wear these and come with me. She threw him a pair of old shoes without laces and pushed a sack and a stick into his hand. Velu was confused. What work did she want him to do with these things? The only work he had ever done was on landowners' farm, feeding and taking cow out to graze. Okay, are there any farms in the city? He asked Jaya. Okay, she laughed. She laughed and thumped her stick on the ground. Farms? There are no farms. There are no farmers and no farm. Okay, we are rag pickers. Rag pickers? See my sack full of things I collected. Collected from where? Asked Velu. From rubbish bins. Where else you collect rubbish? Velu had never heard of such a thing. Blockhead. It's not any rubbish. Only paper, plastic, glass, such things. We sell it to Jam Bazaar Jaggu. Velu was puzzled. He had heard of people throwing away rubbish, but why would anyone want to buy rubbish? Who's Zam Bazaar Zagu? Why he buying all this? You think he buy it for show? He sells it to a factory. Come or I don't have time to waste like you. Well, you did not move. He hadn't run away and come to this new place to dig through garbage bins. Jaya poked at him with her stick. And look here, she shouted. If someone gets there before us, we don't get anything. Don't just stand there, posing big hero. I am trying to help you. Who filled your stomach today? Velu scratched his head and sighed. I will do it for now, he thought, until I find a better job. Okay, यानी बेलू के पास बेलू कचड़े में फेंके गए खाने को ही खाने से हिचक रहा था, लेकिन वो भूखा था। दूसरा कोई विकल्प ही उसके पास नहीं था। फिर क्या हुआ कि वेलू अपने लिए एक जॉब चाहता है। ठीक है, उन्होंने एक साथ खाना खाया। अब जया उसे अपने घर ले गई। वह एक स्लम हाउस था जो कि टूटी फूटी झोपड़ी थी। स्टील शीट और अन्य बेकार सामग्री जैसे पुराना टायर, प्लास्टिक शीट, ईंटों आदि से बना हुआ था। जया ने उसे एक बड़ा थैला सेक दिया और उसे अपनी मदद करने के लिए कहा। वेलू इस बात को लेकर उत्सुक थी कि जया बेकार सामग्री क्यों इकट्ठा करती है। जया ने समझाया, वह इसे एक कबाड़ी वाले स्क्रैपर को बेचती है। कबाड़ी वाला इसे फैक्ट्रियों में बेचता है जहां इन प्लास्टिक और पेपर से नए सामान बनाए जाते हैं। वेलू कचरा बीनने वाले नौकरी से खुश नहीं था। उसने तय किया कि अगर उसे दूसरी नौकरी मिल गई तो उसी समय वह यह गंदा काम छोड़ देगा। हमें इस कहानी से यह शिक्षा मिलती है कि ये कहानी हमें हर बच्चों के साथ अच्छे से व्यवहार करना सिखाती है और इनकी मदद करने के लिए प्रेरित करती है। और कभी किसी बच्चे को अपना घर छोड़कर बाहर नहीं जाना चाहिए। अपनी जो भी प्रॉब्लम है अपने मम्मी पापा से सॉर्ट आउट करना चाहिए, क्लियर करना चाहिए। ओके स्टूडेंट्स, I hope you enjoyed my class. That's it for today. Thank you. All the best.